don't have any music queued up, so maybe you guys can help out with just a little humming or whistling. I don't know. Oh, deep breathing exercises.
Yeah, get everyone calm.
What song was that?
I don't have one. I wish I knew how to play a didgeridoo or something.
Should this podcast have a didgeridoo intro?
I think it would be nice to learn how to play. Should that be a section on our new is learning to play instruments the worst section in a podcast?
I would do it. I would. Yeah, terrible music.
People learn how to play, that's the worst way to hear music. Is someone learning,
right? But I would do that. I would absolutely do that. That is hilarious to me. Like I am certain that people would just immediately hit stop and unsubscribe, but I don't care. Like the joke is too good to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So they're listening to something, to an instruction, but they don't hear the instruction. You're just only hearing the response of them learning it.
No, it's us. It's us like weekly, like checking in, like, all right, this is what I've learned. This is how I've improved on this new instrument over the last week.
Yeah, it's basically you or Steven. It'd be like if you picked up a chord and I showed you how to play a G chord, and then you strike the chord, and it's not going to be good at all when you first strike it. You're going to be barely recognizable.
Like that Mr. Shove-It. Blink, wait, blink, wait,
yes.
wait. Blink,
yeah,
wait,
exactly.
Blink, wait, blink, wait, blink, wait. Blink.
Quick guesses, guys, don't Google anything. How much do you guys think a didgeridoo costs? What do you think it would cost me to get one to my house to play it?
Well, they're coming straight from Australia. They don't make them anywhere else. If you want an authentic didgeridoo, right? Or can you just go to a Guitar Center and pick up a didgeridoo?
I don't know. I mean, we're learning right now. This is all.
I'm gonna say for quality didgeridoo, I think you're looking at $800.
Your head's about to explode.
Isn't it? No, it's a hollowed out stick. You're looking at 200.
You guys' heads are going to explode. If what I'm looking at is true, I can go pick one up today from Guitar Center for $29.99.
Nice.
Why don't we all have didgeridoos?
Why am I still sitting in front of this computer right now?
Okay, I'm done. I'm buying a didgeridoo.
Yeah, guys, I'll be back in 30 minutes with a fucking didgeridoo.
Now, no disrespect to didgeridooers, but I don't think that it's that hard to play. I mean, you just blow into it, right? But then again, that's a trumpet.
You have to be a blowhard. You have to blow hard.
Yeah,
and it's got to be like the side of your mouth, I think. So
like a flute. No, wait, no, it's an instrument that just goes sideways.
Yes.
Wait, why do you have to blow out sideways?
I don't know, but that's apparently the one technique. I don't know.
Wow. I mean, it's pretty close without an instrument. If I blow out the side of my mouth,
but just learn throat singing, and just pretend you're.
I think all singing comes through the throat.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Plus, could we do that? I mean, because we'd have to have our mics way down on the ground, and then we'd have to move our heads far to say, okay, how was that? And then go back up to the mouthpiece,
I'm okay. Maybe this is actually a thing that we do, Mark. I feel like I don't know anything about them, but I'm fascinated by them. They're the butt of all kinds. Every time Australia is brought up, didgeridoo is right there behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it's played. I don't know what you do. I
don't know what you didgeridoo. It's interesting. You say $29. I remember being in, I think it's middle school, and for some reason, some idiot thought it'd be a good idea for a whole class of kids to try to play recorders.
Yeah.
And so it's a bunch of children being very bad at the same time. And I think a recorder was about $29. So now I know nothing about Australia, but do they have a class full of didgeridoos all doing that at the same time? Possibly. I think it's the equivalent to the America's recorder.
And that's a great transition into letting me teach you about science topics now.
Nice. Okay.
I
I think
know anything. I am reading things.
But do you want to do like we do every single week? Go do the word first before we get into anything?
Please tell me that you took out some ad space for more listeners.
I did actually.
Okay.
It's funny. It actually does segue nicely with the science. It's in popular. I took out some ad space in popular science.
Oh my goodness. There we go.
I bought it. I don't know that we're going to get too many new listeners because I don't think the spell checking and fact checking they had on their ads, it was harsh. They did not let much of my copy get through.
Okay.
So hopefully, but for any new listeners that we got from that ad in Popular Science, welcome everybody. We are Mark, Steven, and Jeff from Hummy's VR Comedy. This is our podcast. Where we praise science. We respect it. We appreciate it. We do it. We learn it.
And then we know it and teach it.
And then we know it. And then we're knowing it. And we're unto you, we're knowing it as well. Also.
All right. So next week, see if you can reach out to Unpopular Science and see if they can help us out.
I'll write that down. I'm going to see if I can get their address.
The magazine.
The magazine's like, this isn't really popular, but
yeah,
it's still science.
Yep. They've got clickbait articles like, you guys probably aren't going to like this, but this is what's going on in science.
But we did take a study group and made them do cocaine and then work out. So we wanted to see what the strength levels was. I would actually be interested in Unpopular Science.
Okay.
You think they get like excited or sad when their articles get picked up by Popular Science because they are accidentally popular?
Yeah.
They start out trying to do unpopular stuff and then it just becomes popular.
Well, I think that's equivalent to coming up with a word, and does it go in the dictionary or the Urban Dictionary? You want to make it into the dick, but most likely you're going to end up
Urban Dick.
You're going to find that herb dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of dictionaries and words, here's ours.
Okay.
Astrobleem.
Ooh. Astrobleem?
Astrobleem. ASTROBLEME.
I know exactly what that is. I just learned about this word yesterday.
Really?
It is the entrails of a shooting star, and it is the light in the dust that trickles off the back.
Wow. That's not what I heard.
Oh, what did you hear?
I heard it was when you've got a space laser and after it shoots, you hear and see a twinkle of the source of the laser. That's called the Astrobleem.
So it's the sight and the sound. You have to have both of them.
It's like a science fiction, bleem, So that's the sound a laser makes. So.
It even says it. It says it. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, you guys hear that? What do you guys want to? What do you think we should call that?
Hey guys, don't say anything. I think our laser might be depressed. He's been sounding really down lately.
That's great.
Wow. Now, Steve, that brings up a good point. Is there a word that combines,
That's a new word.
combines onomatopoeia and visuals in the same thing, the sight and sound of something?
Yeah.
If there isn't, we need to make one. We'll figure it out.
Onomato-SEE-YA.
There it is. There it is.
We've done it. All right. And just save this file because we're done here. That's the high mark. We can't beat that. So good night, everybody.
All the time. Yes.
Right.
God, we're so smart.
Those popular scientists aren't going to believe we're doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
So
ours is going to be so popular, they're going to be unpopular.
Yeah. Before it was popular. Yeah. Go ahead. What is
so one guess for the contrail or the stardust behind a comet, I think, and then a space laser noise.
Mm-hmm.
In the right ballpark. They're both space object related.
Okay.
So points for that, but still net loss on your points because they were both wrong. So yeah, you're sorry, guys. Okay. But an astrobleem is an eroded remnant of a large crater made by the impact of a meteorite or comet.
Wow.
So it's the aftermath. This is the astrobleem. What happened after? Wow.
So you have your impact crater, and then over time, as it wears down through the natural process of erosion, you end up with an astrobleem.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, you know how some words have like a second definition? They should still add mine, I think.
That's a good point.
I'll send that to Merriam-Webster. I don't know if they take notes on their words, but we'll see.
Start a petition. Yeah.
I looked up some astrobleems in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the largest one on Earth, from what I can tell, and according to Wikipedia, is the Vreedfort crater in South Africa. And I know this is going to mean nothing to us, but it's 300 kilometers in diameter. So either very large or very small. I don't know because I'm stupid and I don't understand the metric system.
Right. Yeah.
So that was a large asteroid that once hit Earth.
2,000 years ago.
That is amazingly small or large. I'm blown away.
2,000 years ago?
Excuse me. This is in million. Again, I am not a smart person. This is age in millions of years. That's 2023 millions of years ago.
Okay. All right.
And you said it's 300 kilometers?
Okay. Correct.
Because if it was 2,000 years ago, there'd be a Bible verse and then Jesus said, "What the fuck was that?"
Did you guys see that? Holy shit.
300 kilometers, by the way, is 186 miles. So I'm guessing that's the Grand Canyon. Is that it? Where is it located?
South Africa.
Oh, you did say that. Yep. So yes, it is the Grand Canyon.
Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay.
Grand Canyon's not so grand. That the South Africa one's got to be grander, grandest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll compare these on my own time. I don't know which is larger, but interesting nonetheless.
You guys doing okay today? You know what today is for me?
It's just too weak.
Yep, you got it. Yeah, you understood from the last couple of podcasts.
I've been dreading this for so long.
Yep, today is Invincibility Day for me.
Happy Invincibility
I am considered to be fully vaccinated, and enough time has passed after my second one to where I know I'm dragging this out, but today is the day where I might go eat off the floor of a restaurant. I feel like sitting naked at a movie theater.
You can still get like E. coli and stuff.
Yeah, and those things. One of those is still very illegal.
Right. I could go to a back alley and make fuck appointments, you know. I'm going to tell my doctor that I did all of these things.
Yes, I'd like to book a fuck appointment.
And
Do you have any openings? Pun intended. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right.
And the doctor's like, yeah, we can get you in next Friday. And you're like, no, I need one earlier than that. Can you get me in maybe this Wednesday?
Yeah, right. Yeah, but doctor, I was responsible. I got the vaccine, you know?
Yeah. You got it, man. Congratulations.
Anyway.
That's big.
Also today, Wednesday, when this comes out, this is a reminder for everybody. Mother's Day is on Sunday in like 4 days.
Yes.
Do your shit now.
Okay.
Don't forget.
Good idea.
Just trying to help out.
Yep. Unless you're listening to this in a different time zone, then Mother's Day might have already happened.
Oh, in UK? I think UK Mother's Day happened like a month or so ago. I didn't realize that it was different.
Day. Yep.
Yeah, their mothers are earlier over there.
Mom's Day.
Oh.
Their mothers are earlier. Okay.
Do you want to smack us up with that science you were swinging around earlier?
Well, there's a bit of science. You know, I don't know what I might do in the coming weeks now that I'm feeling.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm
a little uneasy. He said
now that I'm up to things.
All the warning signs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What I
did come across.
We're witnessing an origin story in process.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it could be. Look, hey, let me learn you about these things in science. I came across some odd medical cases, and I thought we should learn about them. Here's a guy. It's called Sudoku seizures.
Can I guess what that is?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Does he like solve math subconsciously or like involuntarily?
He was a Sudoku fanatic. It says a young man in Germany completed so many Sudoku puzzles games, he began to have seizures. Apparently, he was on a ski trip. He was trapped in an avalanche, and he suffered from hypoxia at some point where his brain didn't get enough oxygen. And
that sounds like the problem, not the Sudoku puzzles.
Yeah, they're pulling fingers at the wrong thing here.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, weeks later, after he recovered, he had issues when he was trying to concentrate on complex math problems. Not math problems, right? Because Sudoku's not math. Whenever he would concentrate in this way where he would solve Sudoku puzzles, he started to have seizures. Only when he would do this, the way he worked stuff out, only when that happened.
So is he not able to solve them anymore?
Yeah, he's unable to do them anymore.
That is such a specific thing.
Yeah, very specific. Yeah, these are very specific cases. Here's one. This guy in India, he would have porn video headaches.
Yeah, been there.
A frustrated man in India went and complained to his doctor that he got headaches whenever he would watch porn.
Oh, man.
The pain started 5 minutes into a video and peaked after about 8 to 10 minutes.
Average viewing duration, yep.
Now, sex headaches are a thing. If you're married, you know about this. But no, this guy says no, it does not involve, this is very specific, it does not involve like sexual activity, whether he's with someone or by himself. It doesn't happen. It's only when he watches porn videos. Very strange.
Interesting.
Now I can kind of see that. Like sometimes I get really pissed off at the plot points and the story they're trying to do. I mean,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
I can get annoyed with that, but apparently this has happened.
That's probably the best one, I feel like. The best symptom. One. Yeah, but just because, I don't know, it feels like porn is a toxic thing.
Oh, I
So
see.
the fact it's almost like, oh, I'm allergic to cigarettes. And it's like, good.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you don't mind having this condition then?
No, I think that condition is a positive.
Okay, well, what about you're watching a regular ass movie and there's a romantic scene and you start to get a little headache?
So it can be triggered just by romance. Then that's a problem.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I like this hypothetical though.
Yeah, when is the headache start? Is he flaccid as soon as he gets
Interesting.
pops?
Interesting. I don't know. That's a good point. The article doesn't say.
You gotta study that dick, man.
All right. Well, how about this one? It's called pathological generosity. A 49-year-old man in Brazil suffered a stroke but underwent a strange personality change afterwards. He developed pathological generosity, according to a report. The man began to give away money and bought candies for children in the street that he met, that his wife explained to doctors.
If he's listening, twitch.tv/Hummy's VR comedy. We stream on there a few times a week. Sorry, go on.
He was unable to manage his financial life. He was way too fucking nice after he had the stroke and would just give away his money. It's called excessive and persistent generosity.
That sucks for him and his wife, but it's great for everybody else. And also, maybe, what if this guy's such a dickhead, right? Mm-hmm. That he starts doing a little something generous and people are like, you've changed a lot. Like, do we know if it's like that? Or I guess he's just like, I have money in my account and I want to give it away to everybody. It sounds like it's the second one, the latter.
Do we think that maybe Ebenezer Scrooge just had a stroke and this happened to him? There wasn't.
Oh, okay. And there
was no ghost of past, present, and future. He just had one of these issues at night, and then next morning he bought the turkey for Bob Cratchit and everybody.
That is wild. Yeah, he went into a coma, had a stroke, had some strange ass dreams, and woke up nice. Yeah.
Because he's talking about the ghosts and everything. Everybody's like, okay, just like you do when someone talks about ghosts
or their dreams.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
All right. Yep. Oh, it was them, but it wasn't. Oh, okay. Wow. Weird.
Mind-blowing stuff, huh? Jeez. Yeah. That's it for science talk. But now you know that there's some strange stuff out there, and I feel like I might revisit this because there's a bunch more.
Okay. Now, were these recent things that happened?
Not necessarily. In our lifetimes, you know.
Okay. Sure. No need to pull it apart. That's weird, scary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I've never been in an avalanche, but when I try and do math, it makes me very sweaty and angry.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe I've had a touch of hypoxia at some point in my life.
Yeah, it could happen. And those could be some origin stories. Shitty, but yeah. Mr. Nice Man. You heard about that guy? That superhero? So fucking nice.
He fights crime by paying his taxes and donating money to underprivileged areas and investing in education. Oh, quick a bit of business for us. We've got the new channel up and going.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
HVRC Live, if anybody is looking for it out there on YouTube. We do all the clips, highlights, videos, replays from all the shit we do on Twitch. I'm sorry. Yeah. I said the F word, and I said the F word earlier in the podcast. After we were talking about it on stream the other day, Mark, when we were playing Overwatch, I was like, I wonder, can I do... Let's start now. It's Monday. Let's see if I can do a full week of our stuff without using any cuss words. Without
really
keep it clean.
Okay,
that is impossible.
Now
can't do it.
Now, subject matter can be as filthy as I want it to be.
Just no
But
cursing.
No profanity.
Okay, no
Because
profanity.
I think that's even harder.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So everything I said up until now, please let me clear that from the slate.
Okay.
We'll start fresh, clean, no cursing. And go.
And go. Okay. Well, I commend you.
I'm going to mute my mic.
All right, me and Mark will talk
I guess
about
just
things.
talk.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I was saying about Jeff, no. I got some we got some messages, we got a lot of voicemails. We're backed up. We got blue balls on messaging. So does anyone have do you guys have anything else you want to say before I end our
No.
careers?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Is there
Blue
anything
balls
else that you had
messaging.
topic?
That would mean like you listen to some of a message but don't hear the final question.
Yeah,
of the
well,
message?
I like to keep everything kosher on here. Meaning, if someone's like I'll read a message a little bit, and even if it's like a type thing, and they go, "Hey, I got a question for the podcast," I'll go, "Okay, got it. We'll address it." And I don't, because I want it to be a surprise for all of us.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
You know.
All right,
so,
sure.
All right, here we go. Joseph Sparks. So sending out a lot of love here, and let's see. He says we have news. In 24 hours' time, the world will end and everybody will die. There is only one way to stop this from happening. You have to die, and your death has to be broadcasted across the world for every human to see. We will fund the entire thing. However, you want to go, and we can arrange anything and everything you want. So my question to you guys, if the government will fund the entire thing, how would you spend your big 24-hour broadcast send off as the savior of the human race?
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate the love and
Thank
the
you,
support.
Joseph. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Amazing. So the whole world's gonna be doomed. However, I can save it if I sacrifice myself.
Yeah, you have to die,
Okay.
but you can do it any way you want.
Okay.
He said we.
So
Who's the-
3 different scenarios.
Right. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like, maybe one of you guys can go first, and I'll see if it cures it.
Okay.
I think it has to be all of us, and we each get our own day, or maybe we can do it collectively. I think, I don't know. How do you go?
How do you go?
It's got to be showy. I mean, I feel like it's
showy.
Fireworks, fanfare.
Oh, okay.
Parade.
You mean like sit on a rocket type of fireworks, or
it can be however you want. So it doesn't have to be painful.
Right.
But also, you want to put on a show for the world. You want them to remember you, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing this for all these other people, or all the other people.
Mm-hmm.
It probably should be a little painful so that they feel guilty about it. They like, I want like a very like HD, 4K, 8K, whatever, close up on my face showing and how much agony I'm in the entire time. So that later that can be shown to everybody like, this hurt him a lot.
Wow.
You better be thankful.
You know, you also have to think about, and this isn't a knock, maybe edit this out if you guys don't agree, or maybe it's too much. That's fine. But you also have to think about when being a somewhat of a savior type of person or symbol, if you will, for humanity.
Tinted fingers. This is going to be something serious.
Yeah, there is a symbol that people wear. You know, Christian, you have a cross. So whatever you do, people might be wearing a symbol around their neck and the future of however you decided to go cosplay.
So you want to create your own religion or movement?
No. I don't. I'm just saying, for instance, just thinking out loud right now, how would I want to go? I think I would sit in the largest slingshot in the world.
Okay. Yeah.
And I would want it to go up at a 45 degree, and I would have a bunch of nerds figure out where I was going to land so it didn't land on anybody,
Right.
Have a countdown to when maybe the mayor of the city I'm in cuts the cord that's holding it taut, and then I fly out, and the goal would be maybe land in the ocean, but the impact of the ocean will obviously kill me. But people, and then fireworks, right? That's a good thing. I could be out there, maybe at sunset, so it's pretty. And then if I were to go that way, people might wear, have slingshots on the mantle or, things like that to as a symbol.
Okay.
So I think that's my way. I'm going to slingshot because I want the best of both worlds. I want to know what it feels like to catch that much speed and at the same time, kind of a free fall. I was going to say jump out of a plane and you get the whole kind of freeness, but I get both,
Yeah.
like
you could dive from space onto Earth and just free fall the whole time. Oh, kind of a shitty ending, huh?
Mic'd up and video, of course.
Mic'd up and videoed. Okay. Because it is kind of a celebration, right? That the world is saved. So like what Jeff said, maybe he said, strap yourself to a large firework, Johnny Knoxville style, and just
start the 24-hour broadcast. Hi, I'm Stephen Brady, and I'm saving the universe.
Yep. Climb on top of that thing and light it up. That might be. That's a good idea. I might do that.
Well, you don't have to do that, but you mean
it's got to be some huge stunt, like some Evel Knievel thing, like motorcycle launch over a canyon, but I jump off the motorcycle, land on a firework that is on its way up.
Wow.
And it'll be a magnet system, so I don't miss. I don't want to miss this. Yeah.
You want a Rube Goldberg death.
Right.
That could last 24 hours.
Right. It's
so you get shot, right? Rocket hits you from the bottom. It goes into what? What's the next thing?
It goes up in the air and it explodes. It explodes and well, fireworks, they don't really kill you if they explode right next to you.
Not when they're small.
Not when they're small, but a huge one. If in case I survive that explosion, I'll be falling. Then I want fighter jets to come in and just hit me with Gatling guns.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, and then it'll be an air show like you've never seen. So
I love that. That's so beautiful.
It is poetic, really. I think I want to redo mine. I don't know if I said mine. I want to seem as cool and hip as possible. So I want to be strapped to a Bitcoin mining rig and all the heat from those GPUs just whirring away broils me from the underside. But also what I didn't tell you is that this is a landing pad for one of the SpaceX. So it's coming down, it's landing back on me, and all of that jet blast is just baking me from the front.
Wow. Okay. God, that is so intense.
and futuristic as fuck. Like,
And you want a camera on your face?
And then I'm turned into an NFT. My screen is turned into an NFT.
Right.
I want that.
You'll be strapped to a Dogecoin mining rig. Yeah, Elon Musk will come on TV and be like, "Yeah, Jeff, he he really did something out there today, and I think he it's gonna be good for humanity, you know." Yeah.
It's a good Elon Musk.
It is very 69,420. I'm still hip. Everybody gets it, right? I'm relatable.
That's
yeah.
great.
So that
very hip.
Remembered.
Yeah.
Very
with
hip,
it.
Very futuristic.
Very cool.
People watching. God, he was so with it, wasn't he, Jeff? He understood. He gets it. Wow. Great question, Joseph.
Joseph Spark, thank you. Oh, and God, yeah, we saved humanity.
Yeah, by the way.
That's right. I do have a question from a Laser Chance.
Great.
Yeah, he wrote me a while back. There's Laser Chance. If comedy was outlawed in the US and it was your sole income source, where would you move to continue your comedy? You can only tell funny stories and jokes from this place. For example, I would go to the Netherlands because I can put medium-sized rocks around and watch as people hit them with their bikes and wobble or fall. Just as an example, I'm not a dick, he says. Also, they have some pretty relaxed laws. Hope this makes the pod. Do you guys understand what he's saying?
No,
So live in a
but
different
it's
country
interesting.
to do comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, so the comedy has to be done in that place, and it has to appease to their surroundings, I guess.
You can only do comedy from a different country. So where would you go? Mark, in your experience, where have you done stand-up outside of this nation?
Outside of this nation, Ireland.
Ah, right.
I did it in Dublin.
How was that?
It was fine. I was amazed that everything like translated. I was like, dude, they're not gonna get this at all. But then, you know, when it's if you're doing comedy that's personal, everyone has pretty similar experiences, or you know.
It's a great question. Yeah,
as long as I'm not like, hey, I was in Durham, and everyone's like, the fuck.
Yeah, and I like, let's say you're double. Let's say, you know, it's a drinking night. You know, everybody's out partying. You might have a really laughing audience. You know, if you're in Amsterdam, for example, people are chill. Maybe they got some weed. You know.
Yeah, I think I would just go to the UK. It's like, you know, they just say Lou.
That's the only difference.
Instead of Lewis?
Toilet.
The only difference. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, it's like right there. So
okay.
What about you, Steven? Comedy refugee?
A refugee of comedy? Oh boy.
Or exile?
So yeah, same thing. I would go tour around parts of England, and I'm assuming, is Scotland also allowed in this scenario?
I would assume.
Yeah. I don't have rocks to throw around in the street, but like in the example,
I don't.
Different comedy. I'd be doing stand up, I think.
I think I would go wherever is the most different, like the polar opposite of us, and everybody. You draw your own conclusions. You make up whatever you think that is. I'm not going to say it because I feel like anywhere is a minefield of social responsibility. Whatever comment I said.
Okay, so everyone has a country in their heads now. Okay, Go ahead.
I think, whatever is the opposite of the U.S., just so that I am an oddity, or I stand out, or I'm different.
Oh, okay. So you get like a small following of people that totally get you.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's not like all the comedians that we have
Yeah.
because
Right.
he's blank. And blank is whatever way in which I am the most different from wherever it is that I've had to travel to.
Well, some countries don't condone comedy in public. So would you go that hard?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he's
I
going
go
hardcore.
hard in the MF and pain. You know, and I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to bait me into saying the F word. That's
No.
fine. I know that this is going to be a test for me, but
Mhm.
you know I go hard, and I mean it doesn't matter. I'll do comedy in the middle of the city square.
Okay.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I like
He's
it.
gonna
A
be
rebel.
he's gonna be a town crier
Mhm.
comedy. Okay.
This is 2 questions in which I get to be a martyr. I love it. This is
Great questions.
Thank you, Laser Chance.
Laser
Thank
Chan,
you.
thanks, man. Here's one
By
from
the
our
way,
buddy David
Mhm.
from Germany. And I can't say the last name because well, I'm stupid. So he's got a would you rather.
Okay.
He goes, would you rather have your farts smell like kale and follow you for 7 minutes everywhere you go? Or slightly reek of sweat all day, every day, no matter how fresh out of the shower you are? Deodorant, no matter if you applied it sideways or wideways, can cancel the smell.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna go with the kale farts because at least you're only stinky for 7 minutes, as opposed to the other one you just smell always.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the second one anyway. I feel like I'm just sweaty
okay.
and nervous all the time, always, just constantly uncomfortable. Yeah, I think I'd gladly take number one. I've tried the deodorant long ways, by the way. That's a great.
I haven't gone back.
What?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that does not like long ways? I went back to sideways because long ways was too uncomfortable.
Wow.
too
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
How hard are you pushing it in there?
It wasn't. I'm set in my ways. I tried.
Okay, so not physically, but like it makes you uncomfortable.
It makes me
going
uncomfortable.
Understood.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought it was like a physical. I don't know.
Okay. No. Jeff, did you?
I'm still doing sideways.
Okay.
Or is that what
that's
you
the
were talking about?
question?
The
Did you-
question.
Recap it for me again.
You can either smell like kale, right? Or excuse me, when you fart, you smell like kale for like 7 minutes, and it like follows you everywhere you go. So you're basically crop dusting for 7 minutes straight, which isn't that much more than I already do.
Right.
And then the other one is you slightly reek of sweat, no matter how hard you try to get clean or right out of the shower. You always smell a little off.
All right. The honest question: does kale have like a bad? Is it like notoriously stinky? Because I'm not aware of that. I feel like it just smells like
you're
lettuce.
just in the supermarket. That one section where the kale is. Just kind of smells like a supermarket for a while.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean that's what I would think, but that seems like a not a negative or like not like a. I don't think
that's not too far off of what they would come out with body wash right now. Is
right. Fresh
smell
produce.
Smell like an apple. You smell like produce.
Huh. Okay. I'm either over or underthinking this. I'm not sure which. Tweet at us and let us know. But
On whether or not we over or underthink things.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, this specific question.
Okay.
I think I gotta go with smelling like sweat.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, people. If you smell like sweat, they're like, "Oh, that's a man. He's done something like that." Okay, he's an effective. He's out there, either working out, being healthy, or he's like an actual job or doing things. Being a productive member of society. I that's not who I am. So I need to like lie to people to get them to think that I'm actually contributing something to the world, by sweat. So if my sweat equity is out there and actually smellable, people might believe me. Sorry, I got a little buddy here.
Hey,
that's that's good. That's good.
Okay, that makes sense.
I also remember that we have this special projects list, right? Like we recently did the Bird Box listen along thing. There's another one, an idea I want to put down on the list. Do you remember a couple podcasts ago when we were imprompting writing a Suez Canal movie? Do you remember that?
Yes.
All right. So the other idea I want to do is we'll write a movie, and it doesn't. We could shoot it the same day. Doesn't have to be a complex story, but I want the movie idea. I think Jeff has mentioned this before. I want it to be called First Draft, Final Draft, where we write the script and make 0 edits. You can't load the file. You can't go back. Once you write a line or say a line, it's done. You cannot go back and change it. So, character. So even ideas, even if it's an idea, it's written down. There it is. Okay.
Well, we could do that with skits, like mini skits.
Yeah.
Set the premise, and then literally no changes can be made.
Yes.
Go around the table. Then what? It's a Mad Lib of what happens next.
It would be like a drunk history in the form of like a movie or a short film, except for you're not drunk. You're just simply, it's just thoughts, brainstorming an idea, like lines for a movie. So, family comes in at breakfast. Dad says, "Hey, what are you guys eating?"
And he says it, yeah, with the what do you?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And so the response would be,
"Oh, just like some food."
Yeah. Yes. There it is. Exactly. Yep. Is the first thing you thought. So that's what's said. So now all these are written down so that we can film this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is first thoughts.
First draft,
thoughts
final
to draft. Yeah.
I love it.
So that's one idea I have, and I want to do it. So
I love that. I think if we do the movie or the skits, I think either of them, timer. There has to be a timer. There has to be a set amount of time.
Oh. Okay, so do you feel the characters trying to speed up things as the story continues?
They realize they got to close shit up, like storylines.
Sense of urgency. Okay, and then grab your shit. Then.
Wow. Okay, thought I'd run that by you guys. I think it has to be done.
The movie, we have 90 minutes to do it.
Right, 90 minutes to shoot the whole thing. Okay.
90 minutes shooting is going to be almost impossible. But but I would say script wise, we have 90 minutes. That would be interesting. So coming up with the actual script in 90 minutes, and then whatever's there, that's the movie.
Okay. So when we write this, keep in mind locations, right? We can't be on a space station. Just have it be a real life location, something easy to shoot on location. And let's write it. So I'll start a shared script in the drive folder, and whoever's in there at the time, that line is being said. So opening scene, Dad comes into the breakfast table and sees his kids. I'll start.
God, you kids are older than I thought.
Right. So, all right, great. So I think this has some potential.
Yeah,
So I think we should do it.
it's good, man.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
Future project.
Well, before we've got one more question that one more voicemail that I'm gonna play. But before we do, I just want to say thank you everybody for listening and hanging out. Don't forget to join or subscribe to all of our channels. The main channel, the podcast channel, this channel, Mark's channel, the Twitch channel. Do all that stuff. I'm trying to promote ourselves and talk about it. Make sure people remember
we
our
don't
stuff.
do that. Yeah,
We don't do it. We gotta start talking about our stuff more. We gotta figure out. Mark, do you have any coming up shows to get ready for?
I do have. I have a couple of coming up shows, but if you have one show that anyone would like to come to, June 23rd, recording the album recording, come to that. It's a Good Night's Comedy Club. You can get tickets there on sale now, June 23rd, 8 p.m. It is a Wednesday. It's midweek, but please come check it out. So I don't talk to a bunch of silence. Well, even with a full room, I've done that. So,
oh, don't worry. I have already bought my tickets. We bought ours.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna heckle the shit out of you. I gotta make it onto that album.
That is a thing that people like to do, is where they go, oh, it's an album recording, so I'm gonna shout out shit.
Oh boy!
And then they fail to realize, oh no, I've been working on this for 6 years.
Oh no!
So don't.
Yeah, it has to, it's that main character syndrome where everybody's like, no, this is actually about me. Mm-hmm. I'm the star here.
Oh jeez.
Well, yeah, it's just one night. All that work and fucking one hell gigs, doing comedy on a moving public bus, doing comedy for open mics for one person, trying to get in a couple of open mics to figure out stuff, driving back and forth, in the same night, driving around to several mics, and just it's brutal. So the fact that it all comes down to one night is pretty intense.
It's like the Olympics,
That's true. Yeah, it is like the Olympics.
And now you've set a challenge for yourself that if this recording doesn't go well, you're leaving comedy. You're taking off your uniform on stage there, and then you're never touching it again. Is that
correct? Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting. That's some high stakes, folks. That's that's be interesting to watch.
Could be putting more pressure on yourself than you need to. Wow.
There is some relief of like once this is done, then it's like, okay, what's the next hour? What and then it's starting all over. So yeah.
Sorry, no, are you this material that you're using in this hour? Are you hanging it up after this? Or are you?
Well, where I am, I'll probably have to do like half and half. Where like if I'm doing a lot of shows afterwards, I don't want to completely be like, this is all. I'm not at a point where like a lot of comics are, where they can be like, all right, well, I'm working on this whole new hour, and I'm gonna go to shows. Like I still like need people to book me. I can't go up there and be like, yeah, this is all new, whatever, So it'll probably start to be like 60% what I've said in the past, to 40%, and then as you build that 40%, then it goes 50-50, and then 60-40, and then whatever the other percentages make up 100. as you slowly wean off your off your previous material. That's the way I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I do have stuff that I've already like thought about and wrote and excited to try that I have not. I've tried a couple times, things have worked. Now I'm like, do I throw it in this one? Do I keep it then for the next one? Because, if this album goes tits up and I do an hour and as I'm up there, I do a joke, no one laughs. I go, well, I don't have an hour anymore. I have 58 minutes. And then I keep going. No one laughs at this joke. Okay, I've got 54 minutes. So, just edit it out, We'll cut it out.
Okay.
I think you just came up with the best new comedy competition show is you have to do X amount of time of comedy, and that is making people laugh. So when you're telling jokes and they're not landing, that doesn't go towards your total time.
Right.
You've got to stay up there and make people laugh for an hour. You can't get off stage until people have laughed for an hour.
That's a nightmare. That is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez. Crazy.
I'm going to pitch that to NBC. Check
That's not bad. Yeah, if you
keep an eye out for that on NBC this fall.
I would just be up there telling people, let's all laugh together for an hour so we can get out of here.
Yeah, that's another thing is like if people aren't laughing, then they start faking it. So when you're like, can we leave? This is terrible.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody. That we've got one more voicemail we're going to listen to, one more question to answer, and then we'll call it a day. So let's see what this says.
Hey guys, I have a question. Is there ever a part that you guys actually cut out? You always talk about it. So if there is, tell me what it is. Bye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great question. Thank you for calling.
Mm-hmm.
We cut out a lot of stuff, but most of it is